everybody, and welcome to my channel. It's Big John, aka the amazing Fasting Fatman, aka the incredible trimming man, or slimming man, whichever one you prefer. So I'm a week away from the final 2.5 months of hitting my goal. Like I told many of you guys, I want to hit 195 by December, but to be more accurate, I'd like to hit it by December 10th, since I started this journey on December 11th. So I pretty much want to see how much weight I lost, or I was able to lose in 1 year, changing my my whole lifestyle and taking control of my health. So anyway, as you can see, I'm on my regular walk with my son. I still have the gooseneck. I actually bought something better. It's one of those stabilizer bars that like pretty much keeps the phone kind of like a Steadicam, so everything is steady, it doesn't bounce around. However, I didn't know it had to be calibrated, so when it was time for the walk, I break it out the box and I find out that I have to calibrate it and put the phone in and all type of stuff. Now, my mistake was I told my son that we're going for our walk, and once he hears walk, forget about it. Like, in his mind, there's this countdown to how long it should realistically take me to get his little sneakers on and get him out the house. So there was no time to do that. But the next broadcast I do walking, it'll definitely be a better quality. Now, some of you guys had asked, how come I worry about the quality, and it's fine, don't listen to people. Listen, I like to keep you guys happy, seriously, because next to my son, you guys, your encouragement and even your willingness to take control of your health based on my words, have totally changed my whole dynamic in terms of dedication and resolve. Like, I felt I would have always been resolved and dedicated just based on my son alone. But you guys just add like a little extra nitro to the engine. So, if getting something to keep it more steady will keep more people happy, I have no problem with doing that. And now, in the spirit of keeping everyone happy, one of the things you guys always compliment me on, laugh about, and absolutely love are the different type of quirky shirts that I wear to do the broadcast. Now, as I've told you guys in the comment section, I don't make these shirts. I just like pick them out. But few of you guys gave me the idea to actually sell shirts, So of course, I'm gonna go research it. I'm gonna find out, how to do it. Like, what's the best way to do it? Ideally, what I wanted to do was sell like my own brand of humor shirts. Maybe a shirt with a Rambo style terrorist turd, a shirt that says, like obese people will not earn a Big Mac the hard way, things of that nature. But in speaking with graphic designers and things like that, I realized like it's a longer project than I anticipated, and that's not a problem. I have no problem with doing a longer project. Like I said, I think it's a great idea. I've always loved like these type of shirts and stuff that that are very funny and make commentaries and things of that nature. So what I'm going to do though, or what I've done is I've started my own online store selling, guess what? A lot of these shirts you like, including some of the shirts that I've actually worn on the broadcast. So you guys can go and check it out and see what you like. Also, I also am selling the nutritional products that I used in order to fast. The products that I used when I was on the Keto OMAD, and supplements I take during the carnivore. So you guys could check that out I'd love it if you guys could look at the site and just give me feedback. Let me know, what you like there, what's good about it, what's bad about it. Because in all honesty, you guys helped me with this site in terms of giving me the idea. So I would like you guys to completely participate in building up the brand. Oh, and speaking of brand, it's called FFM Brand. And it's ffmbrand.com. And of course, FFM stands for Fasting Fatman. So it's basically, if you want to remember it, it's fastingfatmanbrand.com. But I don't want you guys spelling out all those things on the URL. So it's just simply ffmbrand.com. So log on, check it out. Tell me what you think. Give me your honest opinion. Now, we're in the final stretch of an incredible journey, and I'm in a bit of a quandary. Now, let me explain. I told you guys that, I want to get to 195 by December. It's a goal I set for myself. I know it was lofty at the time, but like, you always aim high. So if you fall short, you're still better off than where you started at. Now, the whole thing with that is, I'm not one who's just going to make the goal and figure, well, I can't reach it, that's it. No, I got to go out with every single shot in the pistol being used. So I have to use everything in my power. Now, I told you guys before that I would just fast again, to finish it off. Now, here comes the quandary. My wife thinks that I should do alternate day fasting. Eat one day, skip the next, eat the next day, and see how that worked, because I did say I would do it, and I never gave it a shot. So she said I shouldn't skip that step. I should just do that first, So we're going back and forth, and I decided, you know what? I want my super friends to help us decide. I want my super friends to break the tie between my wife and I. So I'm going to put a poll. I guess it goes in the description box. I've never done a poll before, but I'm going to put a poll. So you guys let me know on October 1st, do I start a full fast like I did before, or do I start an every other day approach where I'm still OMAD and I'm eating every other day? So and it's not going to be for the 2 months, I could start like that, and then I could turn around and in November change it up. So in November we could do another poll to see. Well, now I'll be honest with you guys. November come, I have to be at a certain weight point. Otherwise, I'm just going to full fast. I'm telling you, like I said, if I'm going after my goal, I got to go for the gusto. I can't sit there and just settle. I know it's weird coming from me because based on my size, you guys pretty much know I've settled for a lot, but not this time. This time I set a goal and I plan on keeping it. Okay, so pretty much if I fast, then I full fast the whole 2 months. That's October and November. And if I do the alternate day fast, then it'll just be for October. We'll reevaluate, and if it's really breaking down the pounds where I feel that by December 10th I'll hit 195, then I'll continue it. If not, then it's full fast anyway. But I would love you guys to participate. Let me know. I would love you guys to go to ffmbrand.com and let me know what you think about the sites. And I have plenty of t-shirts up there already. And not to mention the t-shirts I have, I have to look out for my larger brothers and sisters. So you guys won't have to worry about coming on and seeing, it only goes up to like 2x. Things that used to disappoint me when I would find things that I like, but it was never in my size. So the largest size I believe is 5x. Now, and that's only because I really couldn't find a lot of 6x things. I think I have some 6x things. And of course, people who are 7x, let me tell you, when I was contemplating getting 7x shirts, I had to like look through like King Size Direct and Destination XL in order to even remotely come close. Like everything else was a wash. It just wasn't happening. But like some of the shirts that I've actually worn on the broadcast, like Fat People Are Harder to Kidnap, things of that nature, I already have it on there. So it's full of shirts that I have worn, shirts that I own, and shirts that I would like to get. So just check it out. And also the nutritional supplements, the ones that I use for the fast will pretty much be on the very first page, because those, it's pretty simple. It's sea salt, electrolytes, nutritional yeast, and multivitamin apple cider vinegar. So like that'll definitely be featured first and foremost. And then from there, there's different categories. Just check it out. Let me know what you think. I'm very interested in your feedback, because like I said, I owe this idea to you guys. Now, in terms of the goal I set for myself, it's very important that I go over something, because a couple of people, this one person thought that it was delusional. Look, a lot of people and stuff turn and they like, I want to be a millionaire by the time I'm 40, 50. Like, you could tell them it's delusional, but it's a goal they've set for themselves. And as long as they work hard every day to get there, whether they achieve it or not, that's a wonderful thing. Now, I set that goal for myself, but it's like I said on my my interview with Chris at A Healthy Alternative. If, I turn around and December 10th come and I'm only, say, 230 pounds, I am not going to be upset. I mean, guys, think about it. I started at 530 pounds. Think about that. December 11th, I was 530 pounds. So now, if I'm able to get down to 230 pounds, that's 300 pounds in less than a year. That's fantastic. So, if I don't get to 195, I'm not going to slip my wrist or anything like that. It's just that I would love to get to 195, and I feel that I owe it to myself to do everything in my power to get to 195. Guys, it's very important that you know something. Like, when I do reach my goal, it's not the end of the journey. In fact, the journey would have just begun. Because, like some of you know from the comment section, I think I might have addressed it in some of the other broadcasts, but once I reach my goal, the next phase is, depending on how this polling go, I might have to poll you guys again, because I'm torn between spending a year training for a triathlon or spending a year training for a bodybuilding competition. Now, with the bodybuilding competition, when I do lose, and I need you guys to keep this in mind, when I do lose all the weight and get down to, say, 195, there will be sagging skin. I mean, I see signs of it now. I mean, in the past, it drooped a bit, but, it didn't really look like it was sagging. It just looked like I was that size. But now, like, I'll lift my arm and underneath it will just kind of stay where it's at. So there will be sagging skin. Now, the whole thing is between my continuing OMAD and, powerlifting, will enough of that skin be able to be absorbed? I mean, it doesn't matter. Like, if it's a bodybuilding competition, like, I don't care if I come up there like a muscular Sherpa. It doesn't matter, you know. It is what it is. I have no problem with that. But I just need you guys to keep that in mind, you know. And I mean, it's really no difference either with the triathlon. You know, like if I'm hanging loose, I'm hanging loose. So I'll be jogging and running and bicycling and swimming with all the folds just flapping about. So no matter how you cut it, you know, I don't see where there won't be skin. But like I said, autophagy should take care of most of it. But based on how much weight I am losing and will lose by the time, you know, this journey is over, I figure it'll probably take like 2-3 years for all of that to be absorbed, you know, and that's just, you know, based on my research. Could be more, could be less, but I'm counting on about like 2, possibly 3 years before, like, you know, like I'm completely back to normal skin elasticity level. So that's pretty much it, guys. Let's go to the kitchen and see what my carnivore meal for today is. Hello everybody and welcome to my kitchen. Before I get into today's carnivore delight, I'd first like to thank a super friend that I met at the doctor's office the other day. And it's nothing serious. I went to the dermatologist. As I told you guys, you know, I have the darker part of my leg from the poor circulation from when I was morbidly obese. So I go to the dermatologist so he could help me get it back to regular skin tone. So anyway, while I was in the waiting room, one of the super friends walked up to me, introduced himself, and told me how much he loved my videos on YouTube. And I just wanted to thank him. He did leave his name because he had to run off to go to work. But I really appreciate the love and support. So if you are listening to this broadcast, please announce yourself in the comment section. Let yourself be known. All right. Now, for today's carnivore delight, I have some pork and chicken. The chicken, I roasted in the oven and then I stewed it, right? The pork was also roasted and stewed. Slow cook on the low fire after I roasted. I roasted so I could get the color. And then afterwards I stewed it so I could get like this certain tenderness I like. So pretty much this is the OMAD meal today. The chicken and the roast pork. And I'm chasing it down with some sparkling water. And that's pretty much it for today. But guys, if you're voting, just remember, if I do a full fast, I'm not gonna have the fat man in the kitchen, you know, because you guys pretty much know what my routine was when I was fasting. But if you do vote for alternate day fast, then of course, you know, this will continue. So just so you know, the fat man in the kitchen, you can vote alternate day fast and you keep him on the air, or not, and pretty much, I guess once or twice I'll show you the way I take my supplements. All right, guys, take care. Bye. Well, folks, that's it. It's been a great show. Thank you all for tuning in. Please like, share, subscribe, and now, more importantly, vote to see if I start a full fast on October 1st, or if I switch over to alternate day fasting OMAD approach. In other words, I'll be doing the OMAD, but instead of eating once a day, I'll be eating once every other day to see how that goes. So if you're interested in seeing how that comes about, please vote for that. If you guys just want me to go back on a full fast, please vote for that. But pretty much, like, I've been kind of like a walking experiment when it comes to these diets. Like, I found that the keto diet more or less maintained more than anything. I mean, I did lose some weight, but not as much as I'm losing on the carnivore, or at least I assume I'm losing on the carnivore, because, you know, I haven't officially weighed myself yet, so I don't know what the scale is going to say, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be something to keep me happy, you know. And that's pretty much it, guys. Like, share, subscribe, and vote. Take care, guys. I'll see you next week.